Look at Coco's arms.
Alrighty, so here we go. We beat Splash, Bash, Dash, Mash, whatever it's called. Yeah, it's
Splish splash.
Splishy, Sploshy, Blashy, Mashy. So we did the so the reason this is sped up and is using different music, or the Insane Trilogy version of this song, is because essentially it was boring. like it was really dull to do this, and we got to the point where our commentary wasn't good, and because the way we're recording this, the original footage has Emil talking. If we were to redo it, then it would have two of him, and that would be very disorientating. So, yeah. But ultimately, I ended up doing this on my own because we were dying inside.
Yeah, I mean, this one compared to the other driving ones, it's way harder for some reason to push other people off.
Yes.
Which is basically what I've been doing for all of the other ones.
Yeah.
And it is quite fun, and it's really satisfying when you do knock someone off, and they lose a lap and you get to catch up. But it was just you don't get enough Wumpa in this one and go fast enough. Oh, we won one.
Yeah, we did win one. Yeah, so ultimately, I don't know how far into this it is, but like we were just like, right, we're both feeling somewhat miserable here. How about I just do it on my own, because it'll just save us both hassle.
Yeah, I think the second time that we won, Parsec had like frozen, and I was basically just spinning around for the whole thing, and then you ended up winning. And I was like, maybe this is what he needs.
Yes, that did happen. So when I switched over, I had both controllers playing at the same time, and it occurred to me very early on that was incredibly distracting. At first I thought I could use it to my advantage, where like if I screwed up with one character, the other character can play in my stead. But that just became really confusing, and I kept bumping into myself. So yeah, like it's crazy how the same motions create completely different things when you're separated at that point. So yeah, it's it that became unmanageable. But what I ended up doing is I turned off square for charge, R1 for accelerate, and left and right on the D-pad for Rillaroo, and actually played as Coco, because Coco is a little bit in front of Rillaroo. And that, honestly, is a surprising difference. It'll get you in first on the first lap.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know they did that because obviously Rillaroo was on the inside ring and has less distance to go, but it
doesn't matter in this. Yeah.
It's like so.
It's not
so
like a 400-meter sprint where where there is a genuine difference being made here. No, in this there is no difference to be made.
If anything, it's harder because you're closer to the middle, which you're going to grind against, which is going to make you slower.
I guess, I don't know necessarily. I think it's more challenging because
ring.
I think it's more challenging because you're hitting other people. I find that the AI.
No, I mean, in regards to starting further.
Oh no, I know, but I like
because on the inside ring.
Yeah, I find that like starting on the inside, I don't lose time hitting the center as much, especially at the beginning. But what I do lose time on is hitting you or the AI. But with Coco, like the AI goes on the outside a bit more. So when I was playing as Coco, I could just go into the inside and get past them immediately. And it actually, like once I switch over, you'll notice like there's a couple of attempts where I get really close to winning consistently, and then I just get 3 in a row, which is like, okay, cool. Like I'd worked out how to play, but the worst part of this was it just feels terrible to control.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it, and I think this one would be good if it had the same, if it felt the same as the other car ones, right? Yeah. Because these do feel different. Keep the bars and keep the jump, because the jump is an interesting thing.
Yes.
But the annoying thing about this one is it has like the whirlpool thing that sucks you off if you get close to the edge. And I think they probably put that in as an afterthought. Like the bars were supposed to be there, and then they were like, "Oh, the bars don't really knock you off; they just knock you to the edge." But I think that's enough.
Yeah, yeah, like, it's enough. It's enough to
get in your way.
But
like,
yeah,
I was saying when we were recording it the first time, like, what is one of the most fun things about the other driving games is when you're like basically on the edge about to fall off and you actually manage to pull it off. That feels really good, but you just can't do that on this one because as soon as you get to the edge, you fall off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a shame. It's I mean, you can't tell because it's sped up, but it really does slide like, terribly when you're turning, more so than the others. And I thought for a bit that jumping might actually be like a fix. Like jumping might sort of correct your momentum a little bit. It doesn't. So that was. Oh, actually, we might be at the point where I'm controlling both of us. I'm unsure. Maybe not.
I think there was one attempt where I just decided to race instead.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got to like lap 3, and I think you beat me. Because I was just having a terrible run. And you were doing better than me. And I was just like, oh, this could be good. We could try it together. And then Parsec screwed up, and I won without trying. Oh, actually, yeah, that means we can't be at that footage because I won. We haven't won yet. But yeah, it's nice to have this finished. Oh, and actually, something that didn't occur to me when because I disabled Square on Rillaroo, when it came to saving, I was just like, oh, you need to press Square. Oh no! So I just save stated. It's like, right, I'm gonna save, correct the audio, load state, then hard save. So I was just like, oh no! It would be tragic if I just lost it all. But yeah, this is the point where I think I'm. Oh no, wait, no, this is Parsec, so I'm winning. This is the time I win, and then I think we switch over.
Like a collectible, like a pickup thing.
Yeah. But it is, yeah, it's very boring. Watching it back, it's still boring, which is not a good sign. The winning attempts are not sped up. Just
yeah, I mean they take out all the weapons and stuff, which also make it more interesting.
Yeah, I suppose the weapon is the pole, the random pole where you cannot tell when it's going to fling out. It'd be nice if like because there's clearly like these black markers around them. It'd be nice if like they light up for a bit before they push out.
Yeah, and if instead of like a weapon, if it like you press something and then the opposite pole sticks out.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, like
so like if someone is opposite you, you can knock them off if you have the weapon.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is when I'm controlling both characters at this point. Because yeah,
What the hell?
Yeah, I was trying to do it at first, and it became very apparent very early on that it just was distracting me more than anything. So I just couldn't do it. And I did try for a couple of attempts, but it was just like, whenever Coco starts being the one in control, that's like the set of attempts where things go right. But yeah, it was also really annoying because like when I was jumping, you'll see that like Rillaroo just jumps randomly elsewhere. It's like he's not moving, but he's just jumping. Just like, yeah, that would be because yeah, there it is. Yeah, at this point I was giving up. I was just like, oh my god, I want to die. Yeah, no, I realised at this point that Coco was a good idea, so I hadn't disabled Rillaroo yet, but I was testing out how feasible it would be for Coco, and I was like, yes, this is the one. This is how we do it. And yeah, when you stop seeing the remove, then you're going to see a bunch of really good attempts before the wins. Because I was close.
I suppose if you're... Some advice if you're playing this 2-player, and one of you is good at the driving game and a different one of you is good at the ball game, have the one who's good at the driving game be player 2.
Yes.
So they start first, but the one who's good at the ball game be player 1, so they're at the bottom.
Yeah. Because it does make a difference. Yeah, this is the point I'm like, I'm giving up.
Also, play as Tiny, someone. Just for the tank games.
Yeah. Yeah, Tiny is extremely powerful. Slow, but very powerful. Yeah, I think this is my, I've given up! And I forgot to edit it out, clearly. No, I still haven't given up. I'm surprised. I'm still going here. I think I was dying inside at this point. Like, I was just really angry. I was less tolerable of this than I usually am. Yeah, okay, this is the point where I'm like, right, Rillaroo, no. You're not necessary. All Coco, here we go. Yeah, you're just going to see Rillaroo jump a lot. I think a couple of times Rillaroo actually was really helpful because like he became a sort of barrier that I could use to propel myself if I screwed up. Not often, but yeah, like there. But enough that it helped. But yeah, I was really close a bunch of times.
What would be a good one is if they did like a Wild West one of these. And you could, in the middle, there was like a rotating platform with like cows on it or something, and you could lasso a cow, and then it would like fling you round half the track, and if anyone is in between you and the lasso, they get like tripped up or something.
That could be cool, yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, with the exception of that one, I was really close a bunch of times there. Like 3 times I had 1 lap, and I was consistently doing better with Coco. Because you can just get ahead immediately. My biggest problem was just working out how to control Coco. Or just any of them. And this one was going really well until I got really unlucky. So, like, it keeps going. There's so many good attempts. Like, all of these were really good. I think this was the one where it went really badly, really fast. Yeah. It was... Yeah, here we go. So now, oh god, it looks so slow now. This is gonna feel like agony. I promise you, this is the normal speed. I know it looks so... It feels really slow. God damn, it feels slow. But this is the normal speed. And yeah, this is the wins. This is how they do. So, it's pretty good. I didn't even do perfectly on some of these. Like I could have done better here and there, but God, it looks so slow just because we've been looking at the speed up. I promise you, it feels a lot worse than this. But yeah, I mean, I even got screwed up there. Yeah, I also couldn't use this audio because although I was doing this on my own, I was just listening to other music. And I was like, right, this is copyright. I cannot put this in. Yeah, I got really lucky there. So that was nice. That was solid. That was a good run. Then we got another 2 runs of this, just going well. Because I just had, I don't know, just playing as Coco, it just felt easier. Just having, I guess, an extra half second in front, if that, just made a big difference. It's just the not touching other people immediately. Like, it just really does add to it. Because it slows you down immediately. Being in front on the first lap is such a big difference. Because if they get in front of you, then they keep getting the Wumpa Fruit. But if you're in front, you'll get it. So, like, that's just it. That's the trick. It's not to say you can't get Wumpa Fruit. I have no idea. Dingodile tried. And Dingodile really tried to take me out there.
Also, another tip. If you're playing this 2-player, have player 2 also be a bigger character. If one of you is being a small character, make it player 1, because player 2 is always at the back, and a lot of the time you cannot see where you are because bigger players are in front of you.
Yeah.
Like the Pogo games, the Mallet Mash one especially.
Right,
I'd always get lost behind other people.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the last run went really well there, because I was like 2 laps ahead at that point. Like, it was such a beautiful relief completing this. It's like, yep, I'm free. This is what freedom is actually like. I don't have to do it anymore. Like, I wasn't even doing it for that long. It's just so boring.
It looks like actually to win, all you need to do is just get ahead.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. You just need to get ahead. Like, because you get Wumpa Fruit. You get behind, you lose the Wumpa Fruit. So, yeah, there you go. Done. That's it. That is it. There's the relic. 1, 2, go. And then we finished it. We beat the game.
Wow.
So, yeah. I'm looking forward to completing Swamp Fox. I know we can do
Yay!
it. We can do it. And at this point, I was like, oh god, I can't save. What do I do?